In this video, we're going to look at using infographics to get your message across. We'll look at what they are, why they work so well, and how to create great infographics for yourself. So let's get started. Put simply, an infographic takes information and turns it into a graphic. This makes the information much more captivating for our visually focused brains, makes complex information easier to digest, and makes it much more likely that we'll remember the information presented. Infographics are a great tool to use on social media to get your message out there and understood. Research shows that in our time-pressured society, we're much more likely to read and share an infographic than an article or a blog. For example, this infographic showing the interactions between badgers and hedgehogs reached over 30,000 people. There are lots of apps and desktop options that you can use to create your own infographics. We caught up with illustrator and sculptor Gidita Midjani to discuss her top tips for creating successful infographics. Gidita, originally from Rome, Italy, is currently studying zoology at the University of Glasgow. She has found her way to merge her passion for science with her passion for art by creating 2- and 3-dimensional art that inspires people to take an interest in conservation and environmental issues. Gidita is already making a name for herself, gaining commissions and working with conservation charities across the world to bring their causes to a wider audience. Now, let's check out Gidita's tips for creating great infographics. First up, keep it simple. Presenting too much information or visuals in one frame can make it more difficult for the viewer to take in the information and can make it less visually appealing. Here, Gidita has used a single, strong image to illustrate the concept of badgers as ecosystem engineers. How fun and effective is this? Secondly, aim for about 1 or 2 illustrations for each full sentence of information. Next, use simple words so that everyone can understand your message. Can you see how Gidita has described the badger's foraging habits here without using scientific jargon? Next, consider using arrows. Arrows are a really easy way to simplify complex topics. You can use them to show cause-effect relationships, processes, increase and decrease, or to draw attention to a detail in your illustration. Choose a limited palette. A few colours will make your infographic look more professional. 3 or 4 main ones is enough. Can you see what 3 main colours Gidita has used in this infographic? And the 2 accent colours that she has used for the smaller text? Next, how to make your text stand out. Choose colours that will make your text stand out from the background. The higher the contrast, the better. Look at how well the yellow and orange text stand out against the dark green background. You can make important words stand out by using a different colour, making the font bigger, or using uppercase. Can you see which words Gidita was wanting to highlight in this infographic? How did she achieve that? Next, try to illustrate the habitat that your animal lives in when you can. It will help your reader feel more connected to the topic. In this example, Gadita has really effectively shown the broader habitat of the badger, woodland surrounded by farmland, but also zoomed in on a few relevant components of that habitat in more detail. You don't need to be good at drawing. You can trace real photos or use pre-made icons or silhouettes. Just check to make sure you have permission to use the photos or graphics for this purpose. Finally, have fun. Creativity is a quality very much needed in science. If you've enjoyed the process of making the infographics, this will shine through in your creations. For example, I love sketching out this super speedy badger superhero as part of a brief for a commission. You can take a look at more of Gadita's work on her website, Instagram, or YouTube channel. We hope you've enjoyed this short video and have been inspired by Gadita's approach to scientific communication.